once, after the military coup, I was in the United States, and a friend who was in that moment becoming unwilling to be my friend accused me of being a collaborator of the military government for staying in Chile. And then everything stopped there. We never spoke again. And I asked myself, was I a collaborator? Was I responsible for what happened in Chile? And I would say that to be a collaborator entails a particular disposition. I want to participate. But to be responsible of something has a double meaning. I could be a participating, intentionally participant, or I could be a non-intentional participant. And this is an interesting distinction, I think, because we are more non-intentional participant of whatever happens than what we think. When in this interrogation situation, I said that I was doing politics in the university, and I said, yes, as you are doing politics, doing what you do, I do politics when I do what I do. And this was not just a way of getting out of the situation in which I was. I could take it as a trick, okay, clever trick, to get out of the difficulty. But one thing seriously, I mean, what this means. It means, in fact, that the world that we live arises with our participation. And one cannot pretend that this is not so. We do not realize how much the world changes when someone does A or B. If for some circumstance an extraterrestrial being were to come and take me away, would everything go this way? Everything would change. And would change much more than what one thinks that it will change. Not only this meeting would either come to an end or will follow a path in which Bernard would say, I apologize, we had not planned that Mr. Extraterrestrial being would kidnap Humberto. We hope that he's in good hands, but let us go on with our conversation. You could do that, couldn't you? Well, he has to think a little bit about it.
Yeah.
But suppose that he does that. Everything will be different. Mm-hmm. Suppose he does not do that. Everything will be different in a different direction. If any one of you suddenly says, excuse me, I have to go, it will not be trivial. We have been here talking, we are participating in this conversation, and that person will be missed in various different manners. So we participate in whatever is happening in the world that we are living. I am participating in the world you are living in. When this meeting comes to an end, and you will go and talk and think, what Maturana said I thought was very interesting in that moment. But now I want to think again. or something else, whatever it is, I shall forget this. I don't think it was very interesting. Or I shall go on reflecting on this. I do not know. Whichever way will be, but will be. And will be different if I had not been here. So we are participating. We are continuously participating in the generation of the worlds that we live. And that has much more groundings than what one usually think, because we usually think that the world is there. And we are put there. We are put in something that is already there. And this whole question about reality, objectivity, has to do with whether the world is there before we are there, arises with us because it was not there before we appeared and we did what we did. And depending on how we answer this question is the way we do go in our reflections. But if whatever we do contributes in a more or less present manner, influences, as would be said here, what happens in the domain of our existence, then it means that we are responsible. But responsibility is also used as an accusation of guilt. You did this, you are responsible, you have to be punished. For example, this we do sometimes with our children. But I'm not speaking about responsibility as guilt, but as participation. We are participating anyhow, all the time. We speak what we say. We are silent the moment in which we are silent, the circumstances of our silence. So in that sense, we are responsible. And in that sense, after my friend said this to me, I wrote a poem about yes, I was responsible. But yes, I was not responsible. I was not responsible in terms of being an intentional actor, but I was responsible for contributing with my living to whatever happened. Through knowing and not acting, or through not acting, through not knowing. It's not the same thing. Does one know everything that one later on claims that happened, or somebody else claims that happened? No. So I wrote a poem that is in this book, The Sense of Humanness. But this is my general answer to that. Yes, we are responsible for whatever happens in the worlds that we live.